Hey, what's up? So this is kind of random, I guess. I don't know, but this is completely raw and organic. No script or anything. No notes. But basically, just wanted to put it out there that um, I was kind of coerced and manipulated into an ultimatum to do something that I felt very strongly against. And it involves getting the COVID vaccine. I have a lot of my own personal opinions about it, based on the research that I've done and research other people have done, and just the true statistics that are out there. If you look hard enough, and don't just blindly accept every so-called research or paper or whatever that the government and mainstream media try to feed us as the truth. But anyway, at the risk of losing the second most important thing in my life, other than my relationship with God, with Jesus, which only I can forfeit that myself. Nobody can take that from me. But at the risk of losing the second most important relationship in my life, which is my family, my wife, my kids, particularly my kids, I decided to go against my convictions and get it. I feel awful, like not physically from the shot, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I don't know. I don't feel like it was the right decision, and I just want to encourage anybody who might watch this, just whatever it might be, whether it's a vaccine or making a decision to go to a certain school, or to leave home, or to take a certain job, or to quit a job, whatever your conviction is, whatever you believe God is putting on your heart, don't compromise, and I know there's grace, and I know that getting the COVID vaccine isn't a sin or anything. I know it's not the mark of the beast like some people are trying to say, blah blah blah. But then part of me feels like, well, if I compromise on this, what am I going to be willing to compromise on in the future? Am I going to, stand strong in my convictions, or is this opening a door? And I just hope and pray that mercy and that grace is strong enough to keep me from compromising in the future. And again, I did it for my kids. I had it fully planned on trusting God, regardless of what consequences may have come from not getting the vaccine, especially being in the military, and knowing full well what the government is trying to do with all that. But I was already, making plans in case that did happen. And again, I was trusting God, and I feel like I broke that trust in myself. I don't know. Again, I know that a vaccine is not necessarily a sin, but it's the idea, it's the principle of standing firm in your convictions no matter what. But sometimes there are situations where you might be faced with an ultimatum, you might be faced with that difficult decision, and maybe you'll have to make that sacrifice. It was not something I was ready to do, it's not something I wanted to do. So I'm trusting that God, again, will have mercy, will have grace on me going against my convictions, and that He will use this for more good in the long run than what may have been had I not gotten it. But anyway, all that to say, if God puts something on your heart, go with it. The Bible is very clear that in the end times, even mothers and fathers and spouses and children will turn on each other, and we're going to have to choose to love Jesus and hate the world and hate our families, and not hate as in hate the way we think of hate, but our love for Jesus has to be stronger than our love for anybody else or anything else in this world, and that includes family and friends. So I believe I will bounce back from this. I believe I'm learning my lesson from it already. And I know that I'm going to continue to be in the military and provide for my family. But again, I was fully prepared to trust God with the other possibilities. Just stay strong in your faith, stay strong in your convictions and the things God puts on your heart. Be true to who you are. Be true to what God has called you to be and called you to do. And if you do stray from it, if you make a mistake, or if you feel like you've sacrificed something or gone against your convictions, just know that unless it's outright blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, it's forgivable. There's grace, there's mercy, there's a learning curve with God. So just stay strong and keep trusting. Love you, whoever you are.